Bio classes. This is our first lecture about NMR. Earlier we have discussed about spectroscopy basic lecture. So NMR, nuclear magnetic resonance. Nuclear arises from the term nucleus, and we know nucleus comprises of protons and neutrons. And this magnetic term arises from magnetic field. It can be internal or external. Resonance arises from transition involved, the basic transition involved in NMR. Then, first of all, we should know about the term nuclei spin before starting our lecture. Let's start. Spin, that is I. This term will include all over in the NMR. What is nuclear spin? Actually, due to the spin of protons and neutrons inside the nucleus, this nuclear spin arises. This depends upon the number of protons and number of neutrons, and depends upon the results from the spin of proton and neutron. Okay. Is the nuclear spin angular quantum number. Okay, to show spectra, number one is Bohr quantum mechanical condition. In this Bohr quantum mechanical condition, we have discussed that if there are two energy state E1 and E2, the energy required in form of h mu to excite A to its excited state A star, then the energy will be equals to del E. That is, del E is equals to h mu. The energy required to excite the molecule from its E1 energy state to the E2 energy state is equals to del E. This is the Bohr quantum mechanical condition. And second one is the selection rule. We have discussed that Gross-Over selection rule. In Gross-Over selection rule for NMR, if a molecule has I not equals to 0, then molecule will show NMR. If for a molecule has I is equals to 0, then NMR will not show. This is the Gross-Over selection rule, and specific rule is specific for every spectroscopy. Population rule, what we have discussed about population rule, that the ratio of the population at E1 to the population of E2. The formula is N2 upon N1 is equals to G2 upon G1 epsilon E naught kBT. This was the formula. So, different for each and every nuclei. Let's discuss about the how value of I changes with the change in the number of neutrons and change in the number of protons. If number of protons are and neutrons are E1, then the value of I is equals to 0. For example, oxygen 16 and carbon 12. Here number of protons and neutrons are 8 plus 8. Number of neutrons are 8 and number of protons are 8. So here I is equals to both are even and will not show NMR. Similarly, in case of carbon 12, here number of protons are 6 and number of neutrons are also 6. Both are even, so they will not show NMR. Similarly, if atomic number of nuclei is divisible by 4, then that nuclei will not show NMR. Again, if number of neutrons are odd and number of protons are also odd, then the value of I will be 1, 2 and 3 and so on. For example, D2. In case of D2, number of protons are 1 and number of neutrons are also 1, and it has I equals to 1. In case of nitrogen, number of neutrons are 7, number of protons are 7, both are odd one, and I value of I is also equals to 1. And in boron, number of neutrons are 5, number of protons are 5, and the value of I is equals to 3. The value of I depends upon the nuclei. It is fixed for each and every nuclei. So in both these conditions, NMR will show. Here also NMR show, but in case of even number of neutrons and protons, NMR will not show. Carbon 12, oxygen 16, fluorine 19, phosphorus 31, 1H proton. In case of carbon 12, number of protons are 6, number of neutrons are 6, they will not show NMR. In oxygen 16, number of protons are 8, number of neutrons are 8, they will not show NMR. In case of fluorine, number of protons are 9, number of neutrons are 10, so they will show NMR. In case of phosphorus, number of protons are 15, number of neutrons are 16, they will show NMR. In both the cases, value of I is equals to 1 by 2. Here value of I is also equals to 1 by 2. Value of I is fixed for each and every nuclei. NMR is the nuclear magnetic resonance. Firstly, we will discuss whole about nuclear term, and then we will discuss about magnetic term, and then about resonance term. From nuclear, we talk about nuclei. Nuclei is of two types. If it has I, value of I is equals to 0. If value of I is not equals to 0. If value of I is equals to 0, then the nuclei will be non-magnetic nuclei and will not show NMR. But if value of I is not equals to 0, then it will show NMR and also known as magnetic nuclei. Generated magnetic field will be internal magnetic field. What we have learned that nuclei is of two types. I is equals to 1, I is equals to 0, or I is not equals to 0. In case when I is equals to 0, where number of protons and number of neutrons both are even, then non-magnetic nuclei and NMR will not show. In case of I, when I is not equals to 0, then it will show NMR. Those nuclei will show NMR, and magnetic called as magnetic nuclei, and generated magnetic field will be called as internal magnetic field. Nuclei is of two types, magnetic and non-magnetic. Non-magnetic where I is equals to 0, and magnetic is where I is not equals to 0. And further, magnetic nuclei is of two types, when I is equals to 1 by 2 and I is not equals to 1 by 2 or greater than 1 by 2. Here when I is equals to 1 by 2, then the nuclei will be called as non-quadrupolar nuclei. And here when I, value of I is greater than 1 by 2, then nuclei will be called as quadrupolar nuclei. Non-quadrupolar nuclei has the lifetime is 10 to the power minus 7 second. Here lifetime of nuclei is 10 to the power minus 12 second, less than non-quadrupolar nuclei. And also here we will discuss about 1H, carbon 13, etc. These nuclei, non-quadrupolar nuclei, changes its shape does not changes its shape. The shape remains spherical. But in case of quadrupolar nuclei, the shape of nuclei changes from spherical to elliptical. From spherical to elliptical. And here, as the lifetime is less, then the spectra will be obtained broad. As in case of non-quadrupolar nuclei, we get spectra, sharp spectra. The lifetime is related to the broadening of spectra. Let's see. In quantum mechanics, we have discussed about E dot del T lifetime is equals to h cut by 2. We can write h del mu del T is equals to h upon 4 pi, as h cut is equals to h upon 2 pi. Now del mu, h will cancel out, del mu dot del T is equals to 1 upon 4 pi, and del mu is equals to 1 upon 4 pi del T. This is the lifetime, and this shows the broadening of spectra. If lifetime is less, then the spectra will broad. If lifetime is more, then spectra will sharp. Magnetic nuclei is magnetic moment. Magnetic moment denotes by mu n is equals to G n E upon 2 m I vector, where if external magnetic field is equals to 0, then the value of I is equals to under root I plus 1 h cut, and if external magnetic field is not equals to 0, then I vector is equals to mi h cut. I changes. Let's see, if value of I is equals to 0, then value of mi is also equals to 0. If value of I is equals to 1 by 2, then the value of mi is equals to plus minus 1 by 2. How we can say that? See, I is equals to, mi is equals to 2i plus 1. So 2, 1 by 2 plus 1 is equals to 2, that means 2 terms, plus half and minus half. Similarly, when value of I is equals to 1, then there will be 3 terms, mi is equals to 0 and plus minus 1. With I is equals to 1 by 2 and B is equals to 0, external magnetic field 0, then degenerate energy level will be I is equals to plus minus 1 by 2. And if B is not equals to 0, then it breaks the degeneracy. Let's see how. When B is equals to 0, then I is equals to plus minus 1 by 2. When B is not equals to 0, then its degeneracy breaks between two states. This is the beta spin state and this is the alpha spin state, or we can say that E alpha and E beta. This is delta E is equals to E beta minus E alpha. N is equals to G n E upon 2m I vector, where this Gm E upon 2m is gamma, that is magnetic gyric ratio, magneto gyric ratio, Gn E upon 2m. In case of beta spin state is minus half, and in case of alpha, E alpha, mi is equals to 1 by 2. So energy is equals to minus of magnetic moment of nuclei into magnetic field. Therefore, E beta is equals to gamma minus gamma H cut B minus 1 by 2. That means gamma H cut B, and E alpha is equals to minus gamma H cut B 1 by 2 is equals to minus gamma H cut B. Sorry, 1 by 2, and here is 1 by 2. Delta E is equals to E beta minus E alpha is equals to half gamma H cut B माइनस ये प्लस हो गया, हाफ एच कट बीटा इज इक्वल्स टू 1 गामा एच कट बीटा और गामा एच कट बीटा. So the value of delta E is gamma H cut beta. This is the condition satisfied by the Bohr quantum mechanical condition. That is the first condition to show spectra. Then what we say that in specific selection rule, as we know, when B is equals to 0, Mi is equals to plus minus half. When B is not equals to 0, then degeneracy will take place, and here Mi is equals to plus half, and here Mi is equals to minus half, and the difference here del Mi is equals to minus half is equals to 1 minus 1, that is plus minus 1 is the specific selection rule condition for the NMR. And here E is equals to gamma H cut mu H cut B as we have discussed, and del E is equals to H del mu is equals to gamma H cut beta, and mu is equals to gamma H cut B upon H, and here gamma H upon 2 pi H B. This H will be cancelled out, gamma B upon 2 pi. So del mu is equals to gamma B upon 2 pi. This is the important formula. This frequency show precessional frequency. Then what is precessional frequency? Actually, when the nuclei spins around its nuclei, when the nuclei spins around its axis, then or magnetic field is not equals to 0 or magnetic field increases, then nuclei will be called as magnetic nuclei with I is not equals to 0. Then that nuclei emits its frequency generates its frequency known as precessional frequency. And for a molecule to transit from its ground state to its excited state, the resonance energy is required that will be equal to the precessional frequency. Let me explain you. When the nuclei revolves around its axis in presence of external magnetic field, then the nuclei with I is not equals to 0, then nuclei will be called as magnetic nuclei. ठीक है? And magnetic nuclei generates its frequency is equals to precessional frequency. When we want a molecule A or nuclei A to excite from its grounds to its excited state, then H mu energy is required for transition. This H mu energy is known as radio frequency, which should be equal to precessional frequency for transition. This is the condition. When the radio frequency is equal to precessional frequency, only in that case transition will take place. We have discussed about the previous lecture the three conditions regarding spectra to show spectra. Number one is Broad condition, that is del E is equals to gamma h cut B. This is the Bohr frequency condition. And second one is the selection rule, in which crossover selection rule we have discussed. If the nuclei has I equals to 0, then it will not show NMR, and if I is not equals to 0, then it will show NMR. And we see several examples here. And then we have discussed about specific selection rule, where del Mi is plus minus 1. These are the main conditions about NMR or any spectra. And one more condition is still pending, that we will discuss in next lecture about population frequency, and further we will discuss about NMR spectra. Thank you. Have a nice day.